Hello, my name is Staff Sergeant Crystal Wilson, and I'm from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. I was in Iraq for 4 months, returned in the summer. Before I came home, my mom was diagnosed with leukemia. So it was kind of hard to hear that, and I wanted to be there to take care of her. My mom is always my best friend. She's been there for me for everything, and we didn't know how much longer she had. So I wanted to be there for her during Christmas. Got off work and got everything packed for the next day, kept watching the news, and there was a snowstorm coming in, and I was determined to get to her no matter what. Usually to get from Wichita to Kansas City, Missouri, where my mom lived, it took me about 3.5 hours. What's normally 70 miles an hour on a highway, we were going around 40 miles an hour. Visibility was horrible, so I could barely see them. I had to pull over several times to pull the freezing rain off of my windshield wiper blades. I couldn't see the regular lane of traffic and slammed into the object that was on the side of the road, which happened to be a semi-trailer. Upon impact, everything went blurry. I thought I was fine. I couldn't really feel anything. I was kind of numb and still kind of out of it. It was very cold. I could feel the wind hitting me because the passenger side window had been broken. My jacket was covered with snow, and my eyelashes were starting to freeze from the freezing rain and the snow that was hitting my face. The front of the car was underneath the semi-trailer. The truck driver tried to get my door open, but my door had buckled, so they couldn't get me out. My knees were through the dashboard. My chest was up against the steering wheel. There was only enough space for my body between the car seat and the steering wheel. All I remember is the truck driver, who was outside of the truck, coming into the door and saying that I was bleeding, but I had done my check, and to me I thought it was okay. He then in turn called my mom, and I was able to talk to her, and it was the hardest thing in the world to hear my mom's voice and know that, you know, here I was trying to make it to her, but in actuality I just caused her more stress. They did put staples in my head, and they were literally staples that you would use on your house to hang up Christmas lights or whatever the case may be. They were going to shave some of my hair off, but I refused to let them do that. And it was there in my room where I sat there thinking that how different what just happened could have been. I could have killed someone or took someone over with me. Also, had that truck driver been behind his truck, I would have buckled him, you know, underneath his own truck. I did have my seatbelt on at the time, and that saved me as well. In my mind, I was doing everything right. I wasn't being distracted while driving. I was driving along. I was keeping my safe distance behind the vehicle and driving slow. I wasn't speeding or going nearly as what the speed limit was. And what I want you to know from my story is that my bad decision was taking the trip at all. Yes, I wanted to see my mother really bad that day, but I almost never saw her again. But I can only imagine the sleepless night if she got that phone call that she needed to come to the morgue because her daughter was there. No parent wants to bury their child, and just to think about that could have happened, it's kind of hard to think about, especially when I was thinking that soon I'd have to bury my own mother. But please think before you get in a vehicle, have a plan, and check the weather and make sure, even though you may have lived in the snow your whole life, you never know, and just think about your family when you're doing that and the consequences that could happen. Thank you.